Hey, good morning to you, to everyone. Um, I just had an urge to start recording. Had a feeling that hmm, I don't even know where I want to start, but um, I just have a feeling that this place within our mind, it's so complex. It's so complex, and it's coming from all different places. All different places like the ego, my personality, which I like to call, is the echo of the memory of the body, of my experience. Um, but then, and it has a story. It has a story behind it. It's reflecting behind. It's reflecting upon the past, upon the future, now, and where I'm positioned, considering the past, considering the future. So it's like it's very feels very real because we live it, because this is me, let's say. But there is also other part inside which is like more subtle, but it speaks. It's like another voice sometimes, and it said to me now, um, record. And there's no agenda behind it. There's no like, why am I recording this? I really don't know why. Um, we will see. Um, but I've had this wish for many time now, and so yeah, I want to start with my morning today. Actually, so I woke up at 7 in the morning with alarm clock ringing, and it woke me from very strange and deep dreams. My dreams, my dreams tend to be very very strange, many times, not so earthly, but also sometimes. But they also always have these imaginary realms inside. It's like here, but the physics don't work the same way, or they're like strange things, like a little hamster this big, and he's so powerful that I barely hold it in hands, and he's just popping around, and I don't really know like what's the main why they're happening, but so today I had a dream that I was on some place, some tropical place, really beautiful, very nice rocks with amazing textures, very intricate textures, and there was deep blue sea, and there was like a Disneyland type of thing, but it felt like it was ancient site, and we created a Disneyland upon this ancient site. There were pyramids and everything, but there were also like these roller coasters and stuff like that. And there were like some people that I know, and they were changed. Um, some were more fat, some were more sad than usual. Um, so it doesn't really matter. But what I wanted to say is that it really felt alive, and So I wake up from these dreams and it was really hard. And I snoozed a little bit and then, okay, I said, let's wake up. And I woke up and I went directly to take a cold shower that I do every day now for 2 months, month or 2 months. It really helps me to wake up and to transition from the dream worlds to life. Because that's like, for some reason it's sometimes really hard for me to go into life. So then I observed my thoughts. So that feeling of tiredness created in me, it was not so comfortable. And so I realized how when or probably us, because it's the mechanism of collective, of us through the collective, when we cling to the feeling, when I started to cling to the feeling, when I started to not accept it, it really became uncomfortable. And it really became also the voice in my head. So like from the feeling of tiredness, of discomfort, my mind started to think, how the fuck will you now do all the things you need to do today? How the fuck will you now be positive? It just starts to create this duality. It's like, you shouldn't be tired, you should be happy, you shouldn't be like this, you should be like that. And and it was really funny. And I just observed it. I observed this path, where it will lead me if I start to engage with it and take it as the real thing and take it as the only thing. So the thoughts of, just from the tired feeling, the thoughts of tiredness came. The thoughts of hopelessness came. Just like how I would say, sparks, like sparks. And I kept observing. And then I went to do Kundalini yoga, and I let these feelings just be. And we can hear that often, and it's really helpful. And it is also what children do before we indoctrinate them that some feelings are not good, some feelings should be avoided, or they should strive for the other feelings. They just let them be. And when a child cries, when my daughter cries from frustration because she didn't get what she wanted, or because I don't allow her to have something, I try to take it, she's frustrated, she's crying, and then we find a way how to do it without this frustration. I don't just pull it, I talk to her and all that, but then 10 seconds later she forgets that she was frustrated and she's playing. And the same ability we have within ourselves, to see the feelings, to see the thoughts as clouds, as just objects that are passing, which are not essentially us. But if we cling to them, we create the story of me, who needs to change. So I used to do a lot of different practices before, because I didn't accept myself as I am, because I wanted to be perfect whatever that means, optimal, always smiling when I'm around people, always active, no tiredness, nothing. So I didn't accept those feelings. I learned to not accept those feelings, and I also learned to be in a state of anxiety, because that was the most common feeling within me, restlessness. So this was more comfortable than peace, and so then I from that I wanted to radically in Uranian energy to dissolve all this, and I went to meditate, to do this practice every day, to cold shower, breathing exercises, yoga, la la la. I can just count on, and it didn't come from the knowing how much this helps me to live even more peacefully, even more in contentment with myself, to go even deeper, to feel the life more deeply. But it was to destroy or to transform the feelings. It came from the dissatisfaction with the state that I am, and I don't find that as the most useful approach, because it keeps the narrative alive. So what I'm starting to notice now through life is that if we let ourselves be the observer, there is this immense capacity of the soul, of the spirit, or I don't know how to call it exactly, but these are the words to describe it, the essence of me, that is not selecting between good and evil, is not rating if day is beautiful when it's sunny, and now it's ugly because it's raining, and it's depressing, and it's la 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 la, all these stories that it can create. So there is this essence that is always in alignment, that is always connected, that understands. And this essence, and we can feel this essence when we just allow to be the observer. And also then really we have more energy to do things. I have more energy to do things if I'm not constantly questioning my life, my existence, if I'm doing this thing, if this is the right thing to do, or should I do this? And no, we can just let it flow. And so I did yoga, and then now I'm sitting here. Now I'm sitting here and I'm talking, and I didn't choose to do that yesterday or even in the morning. And that's the message that I want to bring for today, from my own experience, because I feel that when we start it's a really good time now that we start to share more and more our own personal experience. And then based on our personal experience, we can also put all the concepts, all the knowledge from outside into our experience and make sense of it. But we are so diverse, we are so different, actually, that this is the most beautiful thing in the world. It's like nature, it's like every leaf in nature, every flower, every tree has different shape. Even though if you look at pine trees, but there's no pine tree is the same. You look at mushrooms, no mushrooms of the same species is the same. they are all adapting to the environment that they live in. They are all connecting with the environment, cooperating with the environment, trying to find the best way how to flourish in this environment. And so we are. And it's just amazing to see ourselves, to see the humanity in that way, instead of comparing each other, comparing myself to others will always create some traction, some disease or feeling of being better, and it comes from the ego of personality. It comes from Clement, and actually we can only learn from each other's experiences and implement what is useful for us, for our experience. And that's how we can help each other grow. Not by trying to change ourselves to fit into environment, or to try to change others so they don't make us feel unpleasant, strange, so they don't annoy us or make us frustrated, or we are very complex creatures, divinely connected to Mother Earth and to the whole cosmos, and we are connected in a way that is inseparable. The connection always is. Even when we go to the darkest night of the soul, when we are just in the mind and trying to just make sense of everything inside of this ball, even then we are connected, because we are part of the creation, and everything is part of the creation. And yeah, let's follow the essence. Let's follow the silent path of ease, even in the moments when it's not so pleasant and so easy. And there are many tools that can bring us here. For me, breath is one of the most helpful, because it's always here. I'm always breathing, and the breath is here, and it's now. That's why Kundalini Yoga helps me a lot. Realizing in my constitution of the body, of the energetic body, that I have a lot of water, I have a lot of air, and I lack some fire element, so that Kundalini is giving me this fire. And there are new ways, which are actually ancient ways of how we can operate and navigate through our life and body, and it is not by hearing the narrative of the mind, but to feel ourselves deeply, observe ourselves carefully, and trusting ourselves more than the narrative of the mind and the narratives of the society, because we're unique, each one of us, and if we listen to the body, we learn and learn slowly more and more to hear it, and and it's in the end, if I can imagine the most perfect way of being in and understanding that, it is instant. The body knows, we react. It's like even with the food, it can just say, my emotions, my mind, whatever, wants sugar, wants something to eat, and the body just says, no, you're full, it's okay. And if we would just listen to that, just we let it go. And when it says, okay, give me water, you give water. Give me rest, you go rest. That would be the harmony of the body and mind. So yeah, I'm gonna finish because I can talk hours probably. And I went to many directions now also. That's how my nature of the mind works. It just goes through associations, especially now when I didn't have particular focus, and I like to keep it that way now. And yeah, I just want to finish with saying that whenever your mind starts to create a big story of you, whenever you start to listen to the feeling and make it more real than it is, the unpleasant ones, or cling to the most beautiful feelings and can't let them go, just let them be. Let them be and let them flow through you, and be curious what comes next. So thank you so much for listening. I don't know, this was my long time wish, or just the soul wants to do it, I don't know. To share and to talk and to make a channel out of it, and mostly to hear the responses of you, to share our existence, different colors of existence, and to collectively go on a path of understanding who we are, why we are like that, why we are here and now in this amazing, complex, chaotic, transforming times. Yeah. So I wish you all the best. Wish you blessings to all of us, and see you next time.